Welcome, Cancer, to your winter-summer solstice, where, of course, in the northern hemisphere, we're tilting away from the sun, and in the southern hemisphere, we are tilting toward it. So in this reading today, we're going to be asking Spirit, what during the solstice period are you going to be tilting and leaning away from, and what are you going to be tilting and leaning toward? This will be for the entire solstice period, which runs from December 21st to around March 21st or so. So we'll take a look. And all the cards I'm using in this reading, I do list in the description box of the video down below. So if any of these catch your fancy and you want them for yourself, then you can pick them up and you know where to look at them. Now, the first two stacks we're going to look at are going to be what you are leaning toward during the solstice. We're going to start off with the Sacred Destiny Oracle. So let's take a look here. For Cancer, what would you like them to know that they're leaning toward during the solstice? All right, that is the one. And you have Purification. Beautiful. Beautiful card there. We'll put that right here, and let's see what message comes in for this for you. So this is called Summer Rain. So perfect for the summer solstice, for what we're actually leaning toward, right? And it says, traditionally, rain symbolizes rebirth and washing one's sins away. Water is also associated with emotions, and a summer rain can represent the release of a long-held emotion or emotions that allows for a purification and inner healing. There's also a renewal aspect of rain. The old saying, April showers bring May flowers, means that what follows the rain is a time of renewal and blossoming. And this sacred landscape of summer rain wants you to know it's difficult for new, vibrant energy to enter your life if it is clogged with old and outdated energy. Cleanse and purify your body and your physical space. It's a great time for a detox, clutter clearing, cleansing, and space clearing. Release outdated energy to invite fresh, clear energy into your life. Eat lightly. Don't take things personally. Release resentment, guilt, and blame. Purify yourself, thought, word, and deed. Decluttering is a modern-day alchemy. If you don't love it or use it, then you let it go. And this card can also represent abundance, as flowing water is a metaphor for prosperity, and summer is the time of expansion. So definitely what we're talking about here, this is what you're leaning towards. So you're leaning towards expansion. You're leaning towards this cleansing and this movement away of things during the solstice period, of those things that no longer serve you. And next we'll look at the Sacred Forest Oracle and see what they'd like to add in here for you. All right. There we go. So for Cancer sign, what else would you like them to know, please? All right. They do want that one right there. And you have Earth Spirit, Stability. Beautiful card there too. We'll put that right here, and that is card number 14. And let's see what this brings in here. So in the lazy quietude of a warm summer afternoon, can you believe that? We'll talk about summer. You recline on the soft moss on the forest floor and listen to the heartbeat of the earth. Her rhythmic cadence surges up from the ground beneath you. With each beat, you remember who you are and what is truly important in life. The strengthening, grounding energy of the earth is filling every part of you. It's time to take measure of your life and put your roots down. Assess who you are and where you are. Make plans for the future, but don't act on those plans until you feel secure in stepping forward. This is the time of preparation and going deep. This card can also indicate that you aren't grounded and you need to create more stability in your life. think things through before you take action. Take time to plan your future carefully. Don't rush into anything. Strength is growing within you. Security and protection surround you. You are safe. And if you're thinking of making secure financial investments and you receive this card, it's telling you that this is a good time to do so. It's not a time to take risks. The Earth Spirit provides the trees, the plants, the flowers, the rivers, streams, oceans, mountains, and valleys, and supports us all with her bounty. She's stable and strong in her devotion to us. You are supported and loved, even if you're not always sure of it. The seeds that you plant now will bring abundance in the future, but only if you take the time to nurture those new beginnings. So the Spirit of the Earth says, be present in the moment. Slow down and let go of the busyness and the frenetic pace of life. Explore your roots, honor your past, go deep, and reflect on your life. So I like this. This is like preparing your garden, getting rid of things, purification, it's like the decluttering, getting rid of the old stuff in the garden, pulling up the weeds, tilling the soil, getting it ready to plant the seeds. And so this is a beautiful energy that's flowing here. I like it. And then we're going to pull cards here from these archetype cards. And these both have a light attribute and a shadow attribute. The light attribute is going to be what you're leaning toward, and then of course, the shadow attribute is what you're leaning away from. So we'll take a look here and see what else Spirit would like you to know. All right. So what else for Cancer, please? All right. So this top one is the one. And you've got child, magical. New birth, huh? So the light attribute is seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. And the shadow attribute, what you're leaning away from, is pessimism, depression, and disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and action are not required for growth. So I do like this. Definitely the movement here, believing that everything is possible. So planting these seeds, planting the seeds of what your wish is, instead of being bound by non-action too. So I do see that in here. We're also going to pull from the Power of Surrender deck, which is also what you're moving away from. All right. So what else for Cancer? Okay, that is the one. And you have Surrender Denial. It says, accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. So this difficulty, the way of looking at things in the past, again, the pessimism coming in here, it's like, what could go wrong? It's going to go wrong. Nothing's going to happen right. It's like releasing the negativity, but also, when it talks about surrendering denial, it's like being honest with what is possible and what is not possible, but also being honest about that anything is possible in other ways as well. So being, responsible while also being free and open and allowing yourself to be dreamy and magical at the same time. So I like this balancing that's coming in here between, the brain and the heart, right? Because, we can be too logical and then limit ourselves too much. But then we can also be too dreamy that we're not being realistic, right? Where, like I was talking about, oh, it actually takes work to have something happen. No, the ground is going to magically till itself. Well, if you walk out there and till the ground, is going to get taken care of, right? So, there's this balance in between those two. And now that we have kind of this information about what we're tilting toward and tilting away from, we're going to pull from the enchanted map and just see what you're going to do with this throughout the solstice or at the end of it with this new information. All right, so for Cancer, what would you like them to know? What are they going to do with all this? All right, here we go. And you got the Talisman, card number 49. We're just going to put that over here. And let's see what message comes in here. So a lesson truly learned is crystallized as earned wisdom. You have all you need for the success you seek. Wisdom allows you to recognize traps on the road and familiar patterns that you want to avoid, right? It also enables you to quickly gather information about where you are on your journey. It helps you recognize your allies and know how to find the best routes along the way. Now you're at a place where you know the right things to do and the best choices to make. You really can't commit a mistake. Whatever your inquiry, great fortune awaits you, for you have the wisdom to arrive at the right decision. You've learned your lessons and earned the right to your success. These also have a reversed meaning, which I'll also read, which talks about that you just must be aware of the same repetitive patterns in your life. Sometimes the things that feel most familiar carry with them reminders of what you don't want to experience again. Yet, here you are, faced with an important choice. You can move forward cautiously, or you can look for another path that will take you in a completely new direction, which I really feel is here. Consider this: if you've fallen down a hole a few times, why wouldn't you walk around it this time? If you know where the hole lies, treasure that wisdom. Although the universe is unlimited, every individual path has some limitations. Accepting that not all avenues are available to you at this time is a powerful realization. That said, you don't have to retrace your footsteps either. No matter what, you're on this path to gain greater wisdom, regardless of the choice you make. This is the time to ask others who have been here before for advice and assistance. Their wisdom will awaken your own. I like that. So that does sound a lot like we were talking about with the, being aware of what limitations there are, not being too dreamy, too Pollyanna to the point of like you don't take any action because you're just like, oh, everything's going to take care of itself. I don't have to lift a foot, like it talked about. But it also is allowing yourself the help and the assistance and the wisdom that comes as well, and then believing in miracles as well. But there's a beautiful balance coming in here. All right. And then we're going to pull here from the Tarot of Dreams and just see what else they have for you, Cancer. So what else do you want Cancer to know? All right. Okay. What else? Okay. So we'll start with these three right here. Yeah, you have the Ace of Coins. So definitely this is about new opportunities that are opening up in the outside world. So new things being planted, new harvest coming in, just definitely new opportunities that are arising for you in your life. And then you have the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is the card of expectations equal disappointment and fears. The fears of losing conditional love. All the thoughts and all the beliefs and all the mindsets that we've had before, that we were told that this is how things have to happen and are supposed to happen and need to happen that restricted us a lot before. But we're letting those behind. These are the things that we're leaving behind that no longer serve us to allow us to go into territory. And I really feel like new territory, a path that you haven't been down before. Yeah, Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment coming through. So again, there's this dreams come true kind of energy here, that not to be afraid. This is one of the wish cards. The Nine of Cups and the Star card are like the two wish cards, which this is like, don't be afraid to wish upon a star. Believe that things can happen and look for opportunities that open up, and don't limit yourself by the bah humbug and that there can be no miracles, but there's also that balance. Like we were talking about, not everything has to come as a miracle either. So I like it. And then you have the Magician card. So talk about magic, putting things into action, and an ace. You have a 1. So new beginnings. Also, this says, and I think one of the cards said this too, that you have everything you need to make your dreams come true, to bring things into fruition. You've got all the 4 elements, and this is your higher self being a conduit, bringing this beautiful energy through you and into the world. So you do have this ability, you have the resources and the power to make things unfold and things to come true. You have the 5 of Wands. Wands is your drive, your ambition, your passion, your inspiration. And the 5 is about a change of energy from feeling like fear and moving over into love, because it usually starts off, like all these people are battling, and the movie starts with this battle, this epic battle, and you're like, oh my gosh, what's going on here? They're trying to kill one another. And, eventually it gets down to one person's barely standing, the other 4 are exhausted on the ground, and you're like, what's going to happen next? Are they going to off and kill all of them? And then they all start laughing. They all help each other up, and they all walk back down this path to this monastery where they have a meal together. And you realize all of these were not acting out of fear, trying to hurt one another and competing with each other, but out of love. They were all trying to help each other grow instead. So there is this transformation of fear emotions transforming into love emotion instead, or love energy. Yeah, and here you go, Palace of Wands. Palaces are unique to this deck, and palaces are, for me, this place of safety where you feel you can safely and powerfully express your passion. So this dream that you have, you feel safe, that you're able to make it happen. You're able to speak about it and not worry about what other people are going to say or whatever about it, because it's your dream. And regardless, you are going to take steps towards it. You're going to make it come true. So I love this planting of things, and you're not afraid to plant the magic beans, to have the magic beanstalk grow. It's like, oh, people are going to make fun of me. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna grow this beanstalk, and I'm going to live my dream. Everyone else can live whatever they want. So I do love this for you. And if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these readings, I also put out pick a card readings, weekly energy updates by each individual zodiac sign, as well as monthly readings by each individual zodiac sign, and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of these and get updated immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and by clicking the subscribe button, you're given access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, there is an all option. If you select that, 2 things happen. 1, you'll be notified immediately when new videos come out. But 2, you'll also be notified when I go live on YouTube to provide free live readings. Also, doing those things helps spread the Zen love, and it does help my channel grow in significant ways, because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so excited it wants to automatically share the videos of my channel to other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things I mentioned, please know I'm very, very grateful. Also, these are general readings. If you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box of the video down below. All right, Cancer, as you go through this solstice, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing adventure. We'll be talking soon, but in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.